Hello friends, welcome again. Friends, as the students of English literature, we come across these two terms, poem and poetry. Have you ever thought why sometimes we call it a poem and sometimes we call it poetry? Okay, so let's try to understand the difference between these two terms, poem and poetry. Friends, as you can see here on the screen, on your left side, there is a picture. Someone is thinking about some thought process is going on in the mind. Friends, that thought process is known as poetry, and the verbal expression of that thought process is known as a poem. So, when you are reading something in a book, when you are reading some rhythmic lines, it is called a poem, not poetry. Many times, some students believe that something which is short is a poem and something which is long is poetry. But friends, it's not so. S.T. Coleridge, a poet of Romantic revival, he was an important critic in English literature. He, for the first time, showed us a very clear difference between poem and poetry. According to S.T. Coleridge, the poetic process which takes place in the poet's mind is called poetry. Okay? And the verbal expression of that process is known as a poem. That means what? The process which takes place in the poet's mind is poetry. That means poetry is abstract. You cannot see that. You cannot touch that. But a poem is a verbal expression which is written on a piece of paper. So that's why it is concrete. You can touch it, you can read it. Okay. So poem is concrete, poetry is abstract. Poem is seen on the piece of paper and poetry is the activity which goes on in the mind of the poet. Now the question is what process? Friends, it is the process of diffusing, dissolving and dissipating some impressions that the poet receives, and this process is done with the help of secondary imagination. If you want to understand this secondary imagination, I have uploaded another video, a very detailed video on S.T. Coleridge's theory of imagination. You can watch that. Okay, so poetry is the part of all creations, all arts, including prose. So every artist, when he wants to create something new, some process takes place in his mind. So you can say that poetry is found in the artist of sculpture. Poetry is found in the mind of the painter also, right? Even when a prose writer writes poetry, that process of secondary imagination takes place. That, according to S.T. Coleridge, is called poetry. Okay, poetry gives some aesthetic delight to the poet. Okay, that process takes place in his mind, so the poet gets some delight, some happiness, some divine feeling. Okay, so poetry is concerned with the poet himself, and on the other hand, the poem gives the same aesthetic experience to the reader. So the poem is directly concerned with the reader and poetry is concerned with the poet. Let me give you another example, like a potter makes some beautiful pots, right? And his art of making pots is called pottery. Pottery. In the same manner, when a poet composes some poems, okay, his art of writing poem is called poetry, and the end result of this process is called a poem. So friends, I hope the idea is clear. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Thank you very much.